Hello everyone, I'm Ross.
And I'm Genevieve.
And I'm Tanya.
And we're the designers here at QE Home. We're talking to you from our design lab, and we'd like to introduce to you the designer linens rollout for fall 2023. The first trend and story we'd like to talk to you today about our fall 2023 lineup is called our Balance Trend. Balance Trend is all about people sourcing locally and honor the natural environment. So with our balance story, it encourages us to be guided by natural elements such as the ocean that has the power to calm us. We also see a continued focus on climate, seasons, and locality. Let our designs feature prominently here and help us focus on living in harmony with the habitats that support us. Marsala is printed on a beautiful pre-softened natural linen and is filled with gorgeous blooms that are inspired by the town of Marsala on the coast of Sicily. Marsala has beautiful hand-painted botanicals in bright jewel tones of violet, emerald, and coral, and they're influenced and tempered by the natural linen color, giving this design a rich and time-honored quality.
So our next design is called Whim. Whim is a hand-painted watercolour inspired by a quiet early morning walk in the garden with dew-covered grass underfoot and foliage covered in autumn mist. Printed on our silky soft 300 thread count bamboo and cotton blend fabric, Whim depicts a dreamy botanical array of navy blues, misty sage, dusty pinks and warm ochres, framed by a lightly textured white background.
Saturna is inspired by fall trail walking. It inspired me when I was walking on one of the Gulf Islands and coming across a beautiful crabapple tree, which leaves turn to this beautiful red color and orange color. Here we have a beautiful watercolor of these leaves cascading down over a very subtle textured ground. The big colors we see here are those reds and golds.
Our next designer linen is Italiano. As you can see, it has beautiful pops of red and sage green. Italiano takes you on a voyage through the sun-baked hills of Tuscany. With its showy blooms of chrysanthemums and beautyberries, this romantic collection captures the gorgeous abundance found in Tuscan gardens.
So our next design is another beautiful watercolour. This is called Cassia. Cassia is hand-painted and features intertwined berry sprigs that trail up a lavender background. The palette is reminiscent of late autumnal tones, featuring deep purples, charcoals, and hints of slate blue.
This collection is called Thistledown. Thistledown features natural botanicals growing along rural hedgerows, such as wild chervil, ferns, and field thistles. And they're beautifully featured in this collage in soft tones of sage green, punctuated with deep teals and little bits of chartreuse. Thistledown is printed on our 300 thread count bamboo blend, which allows for breathability and a lovely soft hand feel.
This design is Tamarack, inspired by the beautiful Lake of the Woods area. This design takes you to a wooded meadow by the lakeshore at sunset. Beautiful tones of copper, blush, and plum are highlighted by the leaves of the shaded trees.
This is the Divine Collection. It's inspired by the expressive floral painting styles popular in France during the late 19th century and defined by free and dynamic brushstrokes. The Divine Collection brings an air of romance and timeless elegance to your bedroom. The design boasts oversized peonies in enchanting tones of purples and mauve with ruffled petals gracefully unfurling over a lightly distressed silver-colored ground.
Our next trend we would like to share with you for fall 23 is the Connect story. This story we delve into connecting with oneself and creating a calm and tranquil home environment by disconnecting from the outside distractions and really just enveloping ourselves in a warm cocoon of comfort. Featured colors of the story are taken from nature, a focus on warming neutrals and sustainable shades.
This design is called Reid. It's one of our Home Republic patterns in the Connect story. This is oversized plaid, and it's in tones of gray and cloud. And what's unique about this technique is that they're specialized machines that weave and quilt at the same time. So this is lightly quilted on the inside.
This design is named Plateau, reminiscent of the picturesque Forbidden Plateau Valley on Vancouver Island. Plateau features a finely woven mountain scene that spans the bed in a narrow panel. This tonal gray jacquard is woven with temperature-regulating tencel lyocell yarn, expertly blended with cotton, so it is super soft to the hand. Fully reversible, the opposite side reveals the darker charcoal version of the same design.
This collection is called Tailor. Tailor is this year's jersey design. We have this tailor in a gorgeous Tidewater blue color. So it's a heather teal that really exudes a sense of tranquility and coastal vibes. Whether you're seeking warmth and style for the fall or lightweight blanket, Tailor just effortlessly adapts to your style. The main design is a jacquard that is lightly quilted and reverses to a beautiful bamboo jersey in the same shade.
We'd like to introduce to you our new clipped jacquard collection, Hakai. Hakai is inspired by the ancient technique of warazaiku in Japan, where they take the leftover straw from rice harvest and they weave delicate ornaments for the home. So this clipped jacquard has woven panels across the bed that are clipped on the edges in a warm and calming sage green. This design is called Assembly. It is a very unique jacquard design featuring a kind of industrial style offset panel stripe. Stripes are irregularly fitted together. It's all woven in one piece, and the off-white color kind of creates this very unique texture on the bed as they are almost gauze-like, and they have a ripple effect as you run your hand across. This is Sonrisa, which is Spanish for smile. This warm, inviting duvet cover calms and soothes your spirit by transforming your bedroom into a relaxing, quiet oasis. Featuring a repeated applique pattern of overlapping arches, white cotton chenille, lightly contrasting with a natural textured background. Sonrisa is a nod to mid-century modern design, made timeless with its subtle, neutral palette.
This collection is called Larch. Larch is a textured yarn dye jacquard that's woven into a large-scale classic plaid. The name Larch taken from the humble larch tree, which is a native to Canada and reminds us to rest and recover.
Our next and final story is called Eclipse. Eclipse is an expression and manifestation of the more challenging aspects of human emotion. It manifests through dissonant tensions between the pigmentary power of darks and the elaborate intensity of brights. Eclipse features dramatic themes that stem from neo-Gothic and Victorian, with a nod to exotic faraway destinations. Our next collection is called Avenue. Avenue brings the perfect touch of elegance to your bedroom. It's inspired by different architectural motifs and is a timeless all-white jacquard that features a contemporary geometric trellis design.
Trocadero brings you Parisian glamour and luxury with the champagne gold and cream-colored jacquard, inspired by the polished golden limestone found at the Trocadero balcony in Paris. The golden trellis design has a beautiful luster and is reminiscent of the sparkling golden lights that shine on the Eiffel Tower just across the river.
This next paisley design is called Lansdowne, inspired by the classic hand-woven silk jacquards once found in stately manor homes. Lansdowne is an updated paisley design with its hand-drawn motifs and large scale, printed on 300 thread count organic cotton in rich tones of charcoal, antique gold, and soft white.
So our next design is called Virtuoso, and it makes for the perfect statement bed. It's a dramatic midnight blue velvet with printed shimmering champagne coloured cherry blossoms. Also known as Sakura, the cherry blossom is highly venerated in Japan and symbolises the beauty and fragility of life.
So one of our micro trends this season is called Return. And Return is a nod to the 70s, Indian-inspired block prints and quilting, but yet this is more contemporized. So in that micro trend, we have Amara. Amara is a beautiful name in many languages to mean everlasting, immortal, and love. And it perfectly captures this stunning quilted patchwork design in rich, and bold colors. This 70s love child is a mix of painterly and geometric floral patterns in tones of plum, gold, blush, and maroon. Thank you all for watching and spending some time with us today. I hope you're as excited as we are. You can come visit us in our store or on our website. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.